Hi, comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. And it's a Monday night, so it is the price variance. And Alan and I are continuing our top 10 characters list, and this time it is non-humans. And we're trying to guess each other's top 10 non-human characters. So far, I have got 0 out of 5. Go and watch Alan's channel. Well, actually, don't go and watch Alan's channel because you'll see me completely bombing. And Alan managed to get one of mine, but that was easy because I'd already told it. He'd already guessed 2 of them last week. Right. Okay. So, Alan, who is your 5th favorite non-human character?
Okay. So you're not going to guess this one again, but it is one that I really, really like. And I'm going to grab a bunch of books. It's Donald Duck. Okay, so I really like Donald Duck. He was one of my favorite Disney characters. I actually liked him more than Mickey Mouse or any of those kind of characters. It was always for me, it was always between Goofy and Donald Duck, but after a while I sort of became more of a Donald Duck fan. It's sort of weird how that came. So these ones are actually all key issues that I have here. This is the first appearance of the Money Vault, like Uncle Scrooge Money Vault. This is, I believe this is the drug issue, where he gets high on some, so no, there's a Donald Duck drug issue. This is the one where I think he gets like high on some fumes or something and he acts a little bit weird. Okay, so it's kind of funny, and then we got this one. I love these covers. I think they're just so, I grew up reading like, Gold Key and like all the kind of Disney stuff. So, it's a very heavy influence on my comic collecting.
I think as well, Alan, those are good investments because they're timeless.
Yeah. The big thing is with these, grade really does matter.
Yeah.
So if you can get them above 6, like that's really where the price changes. So underneath like a 6.0 grade, you can pick them up for like $10, even if they're like from the 50s. They're really, really cheap. But once they get above that grade, I think it's just how much kids mangled the comics. Once you get above that grade, then the price really goes up and it becomes like hundreds of dollars. And then in the 9s, it becomes like thousands of dollars.
Yeah. It's about rarity. As you say, it's going to be quite a lot in a lower grade.
Yeah.
For kids.
I think this is the first Junior Woodchucks. And then this one is one that I picked up really cheaply. I was, it was under the radar for a while, but now people know about it. This one is what number is it? I always forget the number. 189. Yeah. 4-color 189. It is the first time that you get Carl Barks doing the cover.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah,
it's a very big key. It's a great book. I picked it up for like under $100. And right now this is like a really expensive comic actually. So so it's a great one. Just Carl Barks is kind of the
he's the
artist for Disney in a way. He's the one that most people would know. So so that's my number 5, I guess.
Okay, so you and I have gone in completely different directions here. So you're not going to get my number 5. I doubt it. Anyway, it is Galactus.
Yeah, I would have gotten it if I had thought differently.
So really like Galactus. This is from the Galactus origin story in the Mighty Thor. I picked this. This is one of the, when I first went to visit my local comic book store about 18 months ago, they didn't really do comics. They were doing they set up to do action figures, and he had this available behind the counter as sort of special comics, and I saw it. It's in absolutely great condition. It's probably a 7 or 7.5.
Wow.
And he sold it to me for 30 quid.
That's a good deal.
And that was the most expensive comic I got that day. I mean, I really did get a load of bargains. And the one before that is a great Galactus cover as well. So that's Thor 168. There it is.
I just picked it up. That's a book I just picked up.
Nice. It's a lovely one. Mine's a pence copy, so
Okay.
a UK price variance. So mine will be rarer than yours.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I paid $20 for mine though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that an expensive comic.
But it is a major key. It's the origin of Galactus.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So there we go. My fifth most favorite non-human character, Thor. Not Thor, Galactus.
Actually, Thor
is non-human.
Is that on your list?
Who knows?
Okay, I'm going to switch out a few.
And by the way, Superman is non-human as well.
Uh-oh. I think I'm going to guess two more right here. I'm just going to switch. Just stop your video. This is not happening. You're not seeing this. I'm just making some notes here.
Okay.
So there. Okay, I just got some notes there. Okay, so the next on my list, the real list, is one that I don't think you'd get either because you're not going to be thinking about these characters. And actually, I have the character's first appearance. I didn't bring it today because I show it too often. Is this character, Bugs Bunny. I love Bugs Bunny.
If I had my mind set on the right line, I could have got all these.
In a way, you should know because, like, I grew up.
Yeah, I know.
Reading all this kind of stuff. This is my childhood. This is what I like. My parents wouldn't let me read those other superhero related books, so I would be growing. I grew up like reading Bugs Bunny and Donald Duck and all those kind of random cartoony kind of characters. So this is Bugs Bunny Vacation Funnies. This is one of those ones where they think it's like Speedy's first appearance, like or not Speedy, one of the characters, Pepe Le Pew. But it isn't. It's just one of those ones where it's mislabeled as somebody else's first appearance, but it isn't. Okay. But that's kind of cool book. And then we got this book.
Nice.
And this is the first appearance of Speedy Gonzalez. And we got Bugs Bunny. This is the first kind of appearance of the Coyote.
Oh, Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote, yeah. And Yosemite Sam, I believe. So yeah, this is kind of a cool one.
Those are really nice.
So, yeah, so I really like Bugs Bunny.
Okay, so now I've actually got this character down for you having on your list, but you're not going to have it on your list because he's not a cartoon character. But I know you like this character, and it is Swamp Thing.
Oh, interesting. That I should have guessed that. That'd be another one that I should have guessed if I was thinking in the right line.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Swamp Thing. This is Swamp Thing number 1. This is actually signed by Len Wein, the author, the writer. Unfortunately, hasn't got Bernie Wrightson's signature on it as well. But 1 out of 2 ain't bad. And also my one of the comics I've owned for the longest period of time. I bought this at the first ever comic convention I went to, probably back in about 78, 79. I think I paid about £5 to £10 for it. The House of Secrets, of course, first appearance of Swamp Thing. So yeah, he's in 4th place. Swamp Thing.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I that would be another guess if
if you've been thinking along those lines, he'd have been on your list because I know you like it.
Yeah. Okay, so I just showed Bugs Bunny. Now I'm going to show another one that you will not guess. Let's see if you can guess it just from the first appearance book. Okay. So this is the first appearance of the character.
Right? Is he not? He's not on the cover.
Not on the cover.
Right. So Donald Duck related character. It's not Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge.
There you go.
So this is 4-color 178. This is the first appearance of Uncle Scrooge. So kind of a cool book. This book really gone crazy in terms of price.
Has it? Yeah.
Really gone crazy. It's one of my most expensive comics now.
Wow. Okay.
It went from I paid $300-400 for it. Now it's like in the thousands. It's a very expensive book actually. A very cool book. And then we got his first series, like first title.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that Uncle Scrooge #1.
Kind of, not really. It's his first title. Like, it's one of those ones. Yeah, it's 4-color, like 386.
Yeah.
And then one sec here.
Your Canadian.
Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can still see you. We had a quick flash, but you're back again.
Okay, so one sec here. So people are seeing that I'm online. Okay, wait a sec. Am I popping back? Okay, good. Okay, so what's happening, just so the viewers understand, is the internet in Canada has been down for a whole day, almost 2 days now. So my work is like freaking out. Like all my employees, all my clients, they're all freaking out and they're trying to get in touch with me. They see that I'm on my cellular and they're trying to contact me. So I keep on getting, like, you'll see it every so often. I'm a very popular guy in the real world. Okay, so here's some more Uncle Scrooge, just some quick ones. I believe this is Uncle Scrooge #5. This is #5 in the series. And then we got another Uncle Scrooge. This is #4. And then we got another one. And this is Uncle Scrooge I believe, just #2 or #3 or something like that. I actually have like 1 through 5 of the series. So, and they all have like little other key related things for Uncle Scrooge in them too. But I think they're cool. I like Uncle Scrooge a lot.
I always think of Charles Dickens, who of course created Scrooge in A Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And I always wonder what he would think of Uncle Scrooge. I think he would quite like him.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has the right persona, like in terms of like, and obviously he is based on Charles Dickens' version of the Scrooge too. So it's kind of cute. So
okay, 3rd place. You've got this comic, but it's badly faded. Here's an unfaded copy. This is Silver Surfer #1.
Oh wow!
So 3rd place, it's Silver Surfer. I've been a big fan of Silver Surfer. When I was at school, when I was about 16 or 17, there was a friend of mine who had got this, and I was really, really jealous of it. So I was very happy the day I picked up a copy of Silver Surfer #1. I've got a lot of Silver Surfers. This one I really like. Nice. It's Silver Surfer 11. And this is John Buscema art.
The Silver Surfer series had just some of the best covers.
Had really good covers. I know you've got that Thor Silver Surfer one. That's on my watch list. I'm currently seeking out that.
It's recently gone down in value too, so it's one that you can pick
up. Good time to pick it up. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so there we go. 3rd place, Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that, by the way, that #1, I really want to upgrade it. I love the reds when it's actually red instead of like my orange copy. My copy is so faded.
You did try and convince, we did Cover Slingers, where there's a cover challenge, and Alan showed his Silver Surfer #1. I was trying to convince the judge to give him a 10. And I said, how can that be a 10? Because it's badly faded. What would you, if you give that a 10, what are you going to give one that isn't faded?
Well, it's a great cover. It deserves an 11. Okay, so okay, but you're not going to guess this next one. Okay, there's no way, unless you know me really well in terms of the characters that I grew up and loved. And I'm going to show you their first appearance, and you can try to guess it and see if you can guess it.
Okay. Oh, right.
This is from Belgium. Right. So, they're not on this, so you can't figure it out.
So Belgium is usually Tintin.
Yeah, but it's not Tintin.
Or the Little Prince.
Nope, that's actually France.
Is it France? Well, Tintin. Oh, I know. It's the Smurfs.
The Smurfs, yes. So this is their first appearance in Spirou 1071. or yeah, 1071. I always forget the number for some reason. Yeah, 1071. Okay, I'm right. And then this is their first cover appearance in 1072, the next issue. You can see them
Oh,
at
there
the
they
top.
are. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And there's even like some issues where there's sort of cameos. This is an earlier issue, like 1058. It's like a cameo of the Smurfs. And then they actually had like a comic series, which is kind of this book has become really hot lately. I didn't pay much for this. Like I paid like the cost of like the slab itself, like $20. But this book, I just saw it at Heritage Auction go for a couple hundred, which in the same, I think it was actually a lower grade too, which is so weird. So yeah, this book has become a pricey book, strangely enough.
You know, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that beginning.
Yeah, and it's a book that if you search on eBay, sometimes you can pick them up for like $10.
Yeah,
it's one of those weird ones where collectors will pay crazy price for it, but you can still pick it up cheaply if you know.
Yeah, because the sellers haven't realized it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Smurfs #1.
Okay.
And that's actually their first comic appearance.
That's
it's
nice.
Kind of weird. Yeah.
Okay. So, this next one, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
If you have not got this on your list, so I've got this on my list and I've put it on your list. If you have not got this on your list, you need to go and redo your list. Okay. So your top 10 non-human comic book characters. I know you love this character, and if it's not on your list, you have cheated. It's Howard the Duck.
Oh my goodness, I didn't have him on my list.
Is he not one of your top 10 favorite non-human comic book characters?
He would be kind of. I think he'd be number 11.
Okay.
But he actually is one of my favorite. He's the one that got me started in collecting comics.
I know. I've heard your story about you going into your store and seeing him on the wall.
Yeah, but he didn't make the list. I actually have a complete collection of Howard the Duck.
Yeah,
too.
Me too. Anyway, this one actually I just picked up in an auction. A whole load of about 20 of the Howard the Ducks for 40 quid. So yeah. That one was in there. That's worth more than 40 quid by itself.
Yeah.
Another key one, number 12. This is the first appearance in comics of Kiss, the rock band. And this one I really like. I reckon this is undervalued. And if we ever get a Howard the Duck TV series or Howard the Duck movie that's any good, then I think this could take off. And this is the Howard the Duck Star Wars parody. Space War. So yeah, really like Howard the Duck. I'm a long-term fan. Steve Gerber greatness. I've got a full set of these and a full set of the magazines, and I do actually pick them up if I see them, because I think they're undervalued, and I think they will at some stage their value will go up even more. There we go. Howard the Duck in second place.
In second place, which is really high. And he didn't make my list, which is kind of interesting. The funny thing with Howard the Duck is I think he's one of those characters that the creators of Marvel really love, and they will just sort of insert him randomly into the shows. So I think he's kind of like a character that I think they are planning to do something with eventually.
Well, now, of course, the same company owns Donald Duck and Howard the Duck.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, they're both owned by Disney.
Yeah, it's Disney. That's true. And that was the big thing. Like oh man, yeah, so much history there. Okay, so the next one. Okay, you should get this if you watched enough of my videos in a weird way. And I'm going to show you their first appearance. This is the first appearance of the character.
Right. They're not on the cover, are they?
Nope.
Non-human. So it's
this is one first appearance.
Yeah.
And slightly earlier, it was like 2 weeks. Like it was the same month, but different. Is this one?
Oh, is it the girl there? What's her name?
No,
is
no,
it the little girl?
it's not. It's not a girl.
Oh, okay. Don't
It's
know.
a non-human,
Non-human. Is it going to be a dog or a cat?
a dog.
A dog.
Yeah.
And second place.
This is first place.
First place.
This is first place. This is my favorite character.
This is your favorite non-human
character.
And
he would be number one even if it was actually all your space people.
and he's a pair. I'm going to know. I just can't think of any dogs. No, you're going to have to.
The most famous dog of all time. Most famous cartoon dog.
Well, I'd have said Scooby Doo, but and then I'd have gone Pluto.
No, even more famous than either of those. Snoopy.
Oh, of course, Snoopy.
And here's an early cover appearance.
Oh, beautiful! Yeah,
Peanuts.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so I'm a big Snoopy fan. I even had like a whole bunch of Snoopy dolls and like figurines, and I had like a massive collection of Snoopy when I was a kid. Like I actually collected.
I should have got that, Alan. I've heard you talking about Snoopy quite a lot. Yeah.
I would torture my parents. Like every time we'd go to the mall, I'd say, let's find Snoopy stuff. And like, and I'd go around like looking for different Snoopy stuff. And I'd get like my doll had like a clothing set. You could get like different clothing that you could put on it.
Yeah.
And you could get like a little Chinese costume, a little like doctor's costume. I had all the costumes for my crazy Snoopy thing. So I really like Snoopy. I was a big Snoopy guy as a kid. So yeah, Snoopy. The Peanuts.
Okay, so that's excellent. I got 0 out of 10. I think what we should have done is cartoon characters and galactic characters.
Yeah, separately.
Yes. Because if we'd done cartoon characters, I'd have probably got 5 or 6 of those.
Right. Yeah, you would have gotten most of these, I think.
Okay, you're going to get this because we already discussed it last week. So my number one non-human character is Sandman, Neil Gaiman's Sandman. Just my favorite comic series of all time. I bought it from issue 1, bought multiple copies of some of the issues. I've had it in my attic for 30 years and they're finally worth something.
They were always pretty valuable, actually.
Yeah, they've gone up a lot in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, the later ones are still, you can still pick up sort of issue 30 plus for cover price.
Yeah, it's really cheap. Yeah, it's so crazy.
And I would say to anybody, go and pick up Sandman issues 30 to 75 because you can pick them up for cover price. You can probably find them in dollar bins. And if the TV series is a success, which takes us through, think to something like issue 20, they're going to do the next 20. So,
exactly. And always pick up the last issue first.
Yeah, issue 75 is a good one to pick up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's issue 1. Obviously, that's the money book. It's obviously the first appearance of loads of people. Issue 2 is really nice. I like issue 2. This is the picture here is of the Hecate, the 3 witches who appear throughout mythology. I mean, Gaiman's stuff is sort of seeped in biblical, mythological references. So the old hag, the mother, and the young woman, the Hecate, appear here, and they tell him where his items of power have gone. And these covers by Dave McKean, brilliant. He actually made these as montages and took pictures of them. And the other money book is Death. This is the first appearance of Death. So I think this is going to be good. From what I've seen so far, I think it's going to be an absolute. I think it's going to be another Game of Thrones.
Sure. When does it come out?
August 6th.
August 6th. Yeah, I knew it was soon. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, and some of my concerns about it have been washed away. So that Lucian, the librarian, is being played by a woman, and I've seen her, and she looks great in the role. She looks really good as Lucian, you know, the librarian with the glasses.
Yeah.
And I've seen her being interviewed as well. She's really good. So yeah, and all of it that Gaiman oversaw the final scripts for each episode as well. So he's really been involved in it, and I think that's absolutely key. And the actor playing Sandman is just perfect.
He looks the part.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and I've just got another one here. This is Sandman Special Edition. This was advertising some great editions of the Sandman called the Absolute Editions, which are really very expensive. And this was a sort of preview for them.
Nice.
So there we go. My number one, Sandman. So Alan got two of mine, and I got none of Alan's.
Wow.
I'm kicking myself actually, because even though I had gone off, I should have got Scooby Doo. I probably should have got Snoopy, because he has talked about both of those. So I think that is a justified win there for Alan. And that puts us. So I won first show. Second show was a draw, and Alan's won this one. So after 3 shows, it is a draw.
It's still a draw. Oh well. We'll have to have a tiebreaker some way, some future episode.
Indeed. Okay.
Okay.
That's your lot, guys.